my dumb little job so that I can pay for things that work, and then I don't have to work while I'm
This
here.
is the key. This is what I'm doing too. I'm just doing it with robots. That's all. Yeah, I'm just looking for a robot for everything.
That's what the world's looking for right now.
Yeah,
Robots and
I'm
AI.
on board. I'm on board with that and the whole message, because I think that if we can get a robot that is able. Are you playing with that goddamn sled?
I got a rubber band here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Firing the sled for Christmas.
That's right.
We got all kinds of new technology on here. We got
We got that new charger piece.
we got this new charger thing. I finally got the cord for that so that I can.
We're acting like we're on the stream, but we're not doing.
We're doing the live on there, but nobody's here. It doesn't-
I don't care. So yeah, you got the new.
we got the new charger dock
port.
there, so that we can. And the cool thing is, when we're done at the end of the day, you used to have to remember to unplug it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
These little bitches right here on the side, I just go kuchunka. I'm all done. It's unplugged, and then when I step back in, I go kuchunka. Plug it back in.
It's like it's
buckle up, unbuckle, baby.
You're like on the Enterprise Bridge.
Yep, that's it.
That's what it
That's
looks
exactly
like to me.
right. That's what I want.
Call
I
me
want
Jean-Luc Picard.
That's right, baby. That's it. I'm
You
looking.
son of a bitch.
That's it. That's oh my god.
Who am I?
I used to do. There was
Yeah,
a, there was a bit around. That.
Yes,
I don't remember what
ravioli.
it was. Oh, yeah. Lieutenant Wolf, bring me my ravioli.
That's it. That's the bit. Keep these dumb jokes alive forever. That's what this is for.
We got to make them relevant again so the AI remembers to record them. That's really the reason.
This is a much better topic, but it's not. We're not going to find our way back to it. So I'm just going to start it now.
Well, we could also just start the show too.
No, I'm going to forget it before the intro is
go
over.
quick.
Meta just bought the rights to this this program that will keep a user's profile active after they die.
Oh, like generating new content?
Like in Black Mirror.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Black Mirror now. Black Mirror is a predictor, not a fun fantasy TV show about
the Simpsons can only go so far.
That's right.
Okay.
The Simpsons. Look, I can't believe that there's one guy who writes, pretty much one guy who writes for Black Mirror. I thought it was like this anthology with like all these different voices and people. It's mainly that one guy, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Schizophrenia.
How does he have
that? Unbelievable, man. I tell you, you got so many voices in there. Some of them are nice, some of them are crazy, but all of them have a dystopian view of the future. So that's how you really, that type of cohesion. He doesn't even see a doctor for that. He's like, this is pure genius. Okay, yeah. I can't live a normal life. Everyone around me suffers because of my genius. He's like, dude, just fucking whatever you need to do. You tell me what you need, okay?
I love this show. You keep Get the crowd off my ass. Fuck this. Do harm. I want to see your next crazy episode.
Whatever hell you need to go through. I'm ready to drive the bus.
What else am I going to talk to my family about on Thanksgiving? We love this show. This is about me. I need a win. I deserve one.
My kid is in an Ivy League school, okay? They're dumb as a rock. They couldn't have made their way into community college if I didn't have all this money, okay? I'm looking to put it towards a better cause. We need somebody to do something different with this world.
I need to give back to the world, and this, I'm doing
all that I have taken.
I've never reached as far into the world as I have through you by neglecting your treatment.
I am terrified by the visions that I have gotten from your beautiful mind.
And I'm having a shared nightmare with the rest of the world.
And I want to fund it. I want to continue funding this nightmare. Very important for me. Let's get this shit going.
Let's get this show
a pre-show secret.
On a plane. Mm-hmm.
There's a video intro in the works.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
That's why I was asking.
Okay, I just thought you wanted to relive it. No. So I spent my time watching it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It was pretty fun.
I loved the Mickey D. Pull that back up again.
Oh,
hello, man. And you can see him reading the paper that's just up there. Prince of Diamonds.
He couldn't get it right.
He doesn't even read it right. It's great.
I love
his sincerity was amazing.
It's beautiful.
But this one with minimal editing is just like it was in the video. Full on, full power, and full of vigor, veal, and at the time, I think he stopped smoking weed at the
Oh no, I think he was still doing it. I don't remember. 2020.
Yeah. Oh, he was definitely still smoking.
Yeah,
at that point.
2020.
Fully.
He went through some transformation. I could tell he was, he was pretty with it when he was like delivering.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
He still had his personality on.
He's well rehearsed in that though. That's what's kept him afloat. That's his life preserver, as they call it out on the high seas.
But I still appreciated how much he did for us because it was really nice. He
That
didn't have to do that.
he's
much.
a giver. He's talked about that. He's always above and beyond. That's his sort of spiel. There's even somebody over at the bookstore who got married by him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We talk about that every once in a while when we haven't seen Kev lately, whatever. Because whenever he's around, her and her husband always go and see him.
Oh really?
Take a picture together and say hey.
Oh right, because they got this permanent inn.
That's it.
You married us.
That's
and
it.
He's like, oh, yeah,
and I tell you, I got one up on you. I've done almost 500 episodes of a dumb show because of a stupid idea that guy had, which was talk to your friends.
Yeah, on mic.
It's this guy's fault.
It is his fault. Hey man.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
And here we are, everybody. We've made it back in front of the microphones. The computer is back. Thanks.
It's online. It's here. It's alive.
Thanks
we
to-
built it like the short circuit robot. It's going to have
did.
its own personality.
We did.
Quips. It's going to have 2 sequels. It's going to be great.
We put the whole thing back together. And luckily,
Humpty
the best...
Dumpty ain't got shit on
that's,
us.
Oh, my God.
Well, they never just put him back
What
together.
the problem was, knights are not equipped to do
not
surgery.
architects.
They're,
Yeah, they're
not,
not
they're not
surgeons.
architects. They're
Biologists.
certainly not engineers.
They're made
That's
for
for
killing.
fucking sure. Exactly right. God made that for one purpose, and that was to cleave you in twain, okay? And you
This
are
bitch's
asking
armor
them
is
to put
busted.
together a shell of a human?
I can't even clean up all the little pieces whenever I break like a hard-boiled
Listen,
egg.
and let's say they put the shell back together again.
Sure.
How are they going to cast the black magic that animated this thing?
Even if this is a quote in Berserk. Even if you painstakingly piece together something that was lost, it doesn't mean it's going to be the way it used to be.
And more importantly, what species was this? Because
Yeah.
if he was an
How does he
egg,
procreate?
what
Does he need to be fertilized? Is there a giant duck out there?
Well, that's what I mean.
gonna fucking drops.
Did he himself get birthed from an egg? Was he birthed from a vagina? Is he a mammal or a
Did something
reptile?
alive come out of him when he took his big fall?
And is there another other gendered version? Is he asexual?
Right.
What the fuck is going on
to
here?
Me, he's an interim stage
Yeah.
of the evolution.
It's
He's
kind
the
of like
zygote.
Pokemon a little bit,
He is.
or like Frieza, going
Sure.
through different forms.
Yeah.
You
Anime
know,
has informed. We are not biologists, but
No,
we
no,
are.
no,
we
no,
are
no.
weebs.
we have watched a lot of Japanese
I guess
cartoons.
are we considered weebs? Was
We're
that us back in the day?
Very early
We
form.
started
Before
out-
I don't think the term
didn't exist.
Certainly didn't exist
Well,
at the time.
kind of. I think a weeb is someone who absorbs the culture and wants to just kind of wants to be Japanese and live in Japan. But they're not,
right.
essentially.
Well, then yes.
You're
Yeah.
anime nerds for sure.
Yeah.
That is true though. Matt definitely embodied that.
Yes.
But he was very, and I wouldn't say it's necessarily weeb because it wasn't
Sure.
because of the anime you got into it.
Right.
You were into Eastern culture because of all your exposure,
Yes.
martial arts,
Yeah.
philosophy, all
Yes,
that type of stuff.
yes,
Well, your
big
dad
time.
was interested in it. And I think
Yeah,
that's
he
kinda
did.
what
Yeah,
got him
and
into it.
he had to speak Japanese to a degree and stuff like that because his teacher only spoke Japanese, and so he could kind of point, do charades, and say certain words,
Just
but
don't get
yeah,
in.
most of it was Japanese. But but
Charades.
yeah, exactly.
But we were also growing up in a time of the expansion that
Yeah.
began in the 60s.
Right.
That was still, it was only 30 years give or take, that people were still the American culture was absorbing the influx of the Eastern culture in our time in our country.
Yeah, it was just before our generation, I think, that anime started to really make its imprint.
In the 90s, the anime introduced a lot of people to the Eastern sensibility, Japanese sensibilities, the Eastern points of view.
Outside of like things like Speed Racer and shit like that.
Right. Speed Racer was always corny, but dude, when they showed like Gundam, well, I was introduced to it back in like a couple years before I met you guys, where I saw like the sci-fi had anime festivals and they'd show movies and shit, and I was blown the fuck away because I love art.
Sure.
As a kid, I used to draw all the time, and I was like, the level of detail I just couldn't. And I still watch it. That's why I really love the 90s era anime stuff because it's all hand-drawn.
It really is a different
It's like a
thing.
whole other life that's there.
It's like vinyl. It's got it's a nostalgia to the medium.
Well, there's such a craftsmanship that goes into it. I'd say even more than vinyl. It's just vinyl's kind of like got texture, but the way that they had to painstakingly hand draw all of that shit. All of it. Not a one piece that you're seeing on there had not had some level of effort put into it.
Right.
With the CGI stuff, I mean, you can get real lazy with it. Now, some of it's great. Some of it is enhanced at, some of the more well-known, like, bigger animes get a nice adaptation. I brought up Berserk earlier. Berserk has almost never had a good adaptation.
Well.
The 90s, they had the people who did Pokemon did it, and I actually really like the 90s one. But, yeah, it's such a great story, but...
You have to find the right way to convey it. Sometimes it just doesn't fit. Like, I think... I remember watching the Blade of the Immortal anime that they did because of course that was like one of my favorite manga growing up.
That shit was insane.
Oh my god, I loved it so much.
That dude who lost his arm and
shaved the bone down. That guy turned it into a weapon. Yeah,
that was sick as hell.
Yeah, it's lots of infections there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy's life was basically like 6 more months.
Yeah, well, I guess they were ready. They were born dead anyway, as far as they were concerned. So, but like they tried to do an anime of that, and it was okay, but it didn't convey the same sentiment because I think there's a certain impact to seeing a singular scene. Like you have the characters moving along, and then there's this huge impact of an important scene. They put extra detail, extra shading. Like there's a shift in the visuals of it.
It's a different experience reading it.
And so a lot of times when they're like upgrading these things to, using a digital model, that it's interested in consistency, not necessarily in contrast. So it doesn't always show up, and it definitely is not the same.
Yeah, it doesn't translate all the time. It kind of, I think, depends on what the goal of that person, the author, is for their subject material. Like Hunter x Hunter, I got into a few years ago, and I highly recommend that. I know this is like Weebcast now, but like, I highly recommend Hunter x Hunter. It's got a weird whimsy to it, but it also it tackles like much more serious ideas, like way more serious ideas than what you would expect for like a young adult or like a teen kind of show. But it translates really well to the anime because the anime has like an energy to it that is part of the storytelling. So it actually, like seeing it alive, it kind of helps it, in my opinion. But that's just me having read very little of the manga and seeing mostly the anime. I just felt like it worked. It translated what it wanted to say to me really clearly.
Yeah, and
whereas like other ones I can tell it's kind of weak, or I'm just like, nah.
Right. That's it. Yeah, it really because some things they fit better in their storyline and whatever to the stationary medium versus something that's moving, that kind of thing. Like Rurouni Kenshin, that's a lot better as an anime than a manga.
Oh shit, yeah. When there's a lot of action or there's like flavor to it, you want to see it alive. You don't
want just clang written across the page kind of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't carry the same sort of impact, even though it wants to.
No, despite its best efforts.
Well, it's funny in the theme where I brought this up earlier on the stream, but the theme of like reality versus what computers have made easier for people. Now, I'm not totally against like computers making things easier for people and for us to maybe make art that we envision or we like. I think it's something that we're just going to have to get used to as a tool. I think that there's ethical implications to it. But ethically, I find it to be kind of bizarre and insane that their Meta has just purchased this fucking... I just saw the headline, so I don't know much more than Just that there's some program that they're going to implement that can continue making content in a person's profile after their death. And I'm like, this is what we've been talking about.
This is it. And
but it's really going to happen. And also with Black Mirror, it's predicted a long time ago.
It's all about compensation. Is it the money going to go to your estate? Is it some sort of like they forward you money?
Well, they don't think about it now. They don't give you money for printing content for them. You're the product. You're in it. You are the hologram ghost over the grave now.
Yeah, but you can
selling
monetize
McDonald's.
stuff. You can monetize. That's what I'm saying. They're giving you, even if they're just dripping it, they're giving you something. And so the question is, what's the compensation?
They're
for
going to
eternity?
monetize. No. They're going to monetize.
Is it like a residual, like an album?
If only it were that. If only there was some kind of altruism baked inside this, but there's not.
No.
What's going to happen is your family members who are going to miss you are going to pay a subscription fee to talk to your deceased but carried on virtual presence, and they're going to just basically milk grieving survivors.
Well, you can do that for a certain period of time, but the thing is what happens to the people that don't get a whole lot of subscribers, or the ones that it dies off? Do they then die off, or do we then put them into some sort of like arena-based entertainment?
You're saying I'm going to have to fight in a coliseum for people's entertainment
against your grandma,
because
against your dead grandma's hologram.
Because my future is poor, and they don't. So I'm going to be an NPC.
Yep.
I'm going to be an NPC in some bullshit future Facebook world. Mm-hmm. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm serious. This is going to happen. Elon's going to put you right on up there. He's going to be sitting up in the stands.
How? I think I'm dead already. I think I'm already in the virtual simulation now.
Well,
like I am living that life. I'm an NPC.
When you're staring down a row of your deceased family members, you'll know you were wrong. And that you are about to enter a whole new level of hell.
Real hell, virtual hell, subscription hell. We're actually combining all of the fucking ideas in Black Mirror together now.
You gotta
work
for your
to get my credits. That's right. You gotta work to get to the look. If you don't work hard enough, you'll sink to a lower level of hell. And trust me, you've got infinite hell levels.
It goes way down. Let me tell you what.
It just says the degrees. Do you want like one pin inside of your finger while you're trying to do all of your like menial garbage that you fucking hate? That's like close to limbo. Then it's like a full knife in your hand.
That's it.
Then your skin's flayed all the way off.
That's it.
Now your teeth fall out, but then they regrow just to fall right back out again.
there's
your
no
eyes are melting.
Let me put it this way. There's no motor in the down elevator. It's a free fall, okay? There's a lot of floors.
You keep going down. Imagine whatever you can dream up and imagine. It's going to get worse than that.
Yep,
because what they're doing is they're farming your imagination for new ideas for hell.
You're making it worse.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
That's what hell is.
Hell is your fault because you're depraved and you want this. You thought what we thought. Well, it's the worst thing that could happen, and you thought what you thought of.
And they said thank you, and then you went to hell.
There you go. Welcome to hell.
All your fault. All your fault.
And just at the moment, it wraps around to pleasure, right? Because it's like got that Hellraiser idea.
Yeah, it's right on the edge.
They just go back just a little bit.
Oh yeah, they're like, oops, sorry about that.
Shit! I was just about to enjoy this. I was just about to get off. I've been working on it.
God, I love when that happens. I love when you get started feeling like it's about to happen. Nothing I love better than edging humans for life.
Edging humans suffering for life. Fuck.
Yep, Juan's here.
Hey,
and the doc is here.
Well, speaking of death, I don't know what level of hell of James Vanderbeek's on. Hopefully 0 levels of hell.
I'll tell you what.
But, fuck, that guy died. That was fucked up.
I don't think Katie Holmes said anything about it.
No, she didn't, but that's because she's Tom Cruise is still, I think, stalking her.
But maybe she's trying to stay off the grid. I was going to say, because I think she definitely...
She probably hated him.
She got... I'm sure she hated
him.
Fucking
Vanderbeek.
She got programmed to begin with. They probably paid her. Tricked her into thinking it was a Dawson's Creek reunion.
She never struck me as having any kind of acting talent whatsoever. She just seemed fucking flat.
Well, she wasn't all the way flat. You can tell in a movie called The Gift. But aside from that, it's the only proof. It's the only proof that I have. Everything else, flat.
She's no John Bernthal, I'll tell you that.
No, she is not.
At least he's got dementia.
You can't be a real one
Only one
and
dimension.
be connected to Scientology. Yeah, no, that's
That's
true.
true. You can't be a real one. Man, if he came out as a Scientologist, I think that would throw all of his credibility that he's been garnering to manufacture.
But
would throw it all away.
But how badly would that injure Scientology is the question. Probably not a whole lot.
Oh, not
I think
at all.
I think the damage is done.
No, they don't care what how Bernthal
You can
lines.
have as nice of a car as you want in the middle of a junkyard. Nobody's going to see it. You know, it doesn't matter. It's the quality doesn't really count for that particular part of it.
We're in a new segment now where we describe how we feel
Yep.
about dead people. Because Jesse called me out big time on it last episode. It's so funny. I stand by my sentiment though. I just was that's fine.
I loved it so much that Jesse took the time to make
Well, it made me so happy because I'm like,
and to put your
still
picture on it
loves
too.
us.
That was the best.
It was a loving joke.
I loved it. Well, in the spirit of all of that, we got Jesse Jackson got off the bus, and Bobby Duvall, he's going too.
Bobby.
I'll tell you what, it's a
he had one of the best. Unlike Gene Hackman, okay, he had like the opposite. I saw he had the opposite ending of his life.
Yeah.
His wife posted that he was at home, peacefully died around his family at 95.
Do you believe that?
At 95.
Do you believe Robert Duvall went peacefully into that good night?
Probably, yeah.
I think
I don't think he's like he is on the show in the movie season.
I think he shouted a few racial epithets
Oh my
before he died. He was hallucinating.
Oh my God!
And they were against races that we don't even have here. He's like his goddamn purples are always.
Was he a Scientologist?
Yeah, secret closet,
the
Thetans.
Thetans,
yeah.
I was like, what is this fucking word?
They say Thetans sometimes too, but it's
Athenians.
normally the Australians that put it that way. They used to have a big presence down there in Australia.
In Australia?
Mm-hmm. But then they were like, get the fuck out.
Get out of here!
Get
Right
out
now.
of here.
We brought the rules back.
That's right. There's
Yeah,
rules,
back.
and you gotta pay your taxes. Get out of here. And listen, we told you there was no rules just right, but you don't have the right to these rules. You gotta get out of here.
Get out of here.
There's a reason why you fat white people burn in the sun, and it's that you're not supposed to be in Australia.
Not a one thing is supposed to be in Australia. Hell no. And I find it funny that it's also like, it's so southern. It's crazy. It's like so southern that I think the next nearest continent to it, isn't it like Antarctica?
Yeah, well, if you keep going down south,
Yeah.
that's the only place you could see the eclipse today. That's the eclipse today, everybody. All kinds of stuff was going on.
What
We
the
got
fuck?
we got the new moon today.
Oh my
Which is
God.
always when an eclipse out, solar eclipse. So, solar eclipse is going on, but you can only see it in Antarctica and I think like part of Africa, like the southern tip of Africa. Or
Oh,
something.
wow.
It's all happened down there. Also today is the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune. Very important astrological
What's that
event. That
mean?
means. Well, Saturn is the planet of boundaries, rules, and structure. Neptune is the planet of dreams, illusions, and the intangible. So the two of them
the
being
collide.
right on top of each other, sort of merging into one
Does
energy.
that mean that your dreams are coming true, or that your dreams can't come true
Both.
because reality's pushing against it?
Both, because essentially what it is
That
it's
doesn't
the,
help
the,
anything.
the box is well.
Is it raining or is it sunny? I need to know.
Both. It depends upon how high you are.
It's a matter of getting high. I
Yeah,
guess
that's it. That's what
remedy
it's,
that.
and that's all astrology takes. But no. It's the idea is like that. There is you have to figure out the reality behind. So it's like talking about how you materialize your dreams. So like thinking about a project and then making it tangible. That's essentially the skillful application. The unskillful application is that you have this ideology of like, no, this is what the world is. And then during this period of time, life is like, no, it's not. And then you have to be like, okay, or like, no, I'm going to double down on this illusion of it.
See, that's where I've been.
This
I'm like,
is the
I
world.
think that the world's this way. And the world's like, hey, everything that you like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You like that? Fuck you.
And it is very personal because it's happening at 0 degrees of Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It rules the self, who I am. Every sign has an I statement, and I am is the sign. So it's talking about this sort of coming to terms with the reality of who you are. Most likely, piece of shit, man.
If you weren't going to say it, I had it loaded up.
ready to go. Get out. What? Oh my God! Wait,
What good is this
You know
fucking
thing?
thing?
What? The thing that we were missing was the audio cord. I got so excited about the power cord.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So it's all about coming to grips with who you are now versus who you feel like you're supposed to be or who you should be.
So
all
that's
that
how
kind
it
of
all
shit.
lines up. It's that dream, reality.
Yeah.
What your illusion of yourself versus who you really are.
Right.
And now the conflict of these two things are going to force some sort of acceptance for what you are. You either are aligned with that projection in your mind of who you are,
Mm-hmm.
or you're not.
Right.
But either way, reality's going to kick your ass
Yeah,
about it.
it's going to beat the shit out of you for it. Absolutely.
Sounds like
right.
reality's winning in this particular equation.
You know, and that's the beauty of it because reality always comes out on top.
That's
And
true.
That's the important.
Nothing cares about how you think or feel.
Just like a bunch of Louisiana, no. Well, just now. Let's say New Orleans. Some
Okay.
New Orleans cops who arrested Shia LaBeouf because
Oh,
he got
yes, that
he
is
got
right.
he got locked up.
He
I think
did.
simple assault or something like that.
Yeah, I guess he got. I thought I found it to be interesting. Well, I'm not surprised.
No,
you know,
no,
it's
no,
not.
no.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. But I thought he had been spending time sober and kind of keeping his public image good and like
Mhm.
reflecting and growing. That's kind of was the implication I got.
I only got the implication that he was just growing a beard and mustache. 'Cause that's what I saw in the mugshot. So.
Now again, with the dream self and the real self,
Here we are.
I think that obviously Shia LaBeouf. It's not a stretch for me to think that
I'm telling
his
you.
troubles aren't just suddenly disappearing.
No, he's doing it
Shia,
again. Another one.
Another one. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, one. I thought he was cleaning his shit up a little
No.
bit, but hey, I give the. He didn't do anything like I don't know what he did exactly.
Mhm.
I don't forgive the actions, but I understand the troubles people go through.
Maybe what happened was because the doc said he was on the sober train.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Maybe what happened was somebody bought him a drink and he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
It's like,
fuck
I'm on
you
the
for
sober
that.
train.
Right.
Don't you follow my
That's possible.
Twitter page, Instagram, whatever it is, you know,
Right.
whatever.
Don't you give
whatever
me
he's letting them know. Okay. So he was on the wagon. Now he's off the wagon.
Oh, okay.
You know, but you know,
Thank you for clarifying.
what do you think they're
that,
doing
Allison,
on
'cause
that
was-
wagon the whole time?
Right, they're just drinking. Got to pass the time. So being
That's
on the
it.
wagon, he fell off. He got so drunk.
You're better off staying in town. Stay away from the wagons.
Right. Don't go. Also, yeah, if you're Shia LaBeouf, maybe don't go to New Orleans in the bars to crawl and see. Maybe.
During
If
Mardi
you know,
Gras.
right, if you know these things,
Very good idea.
This is Mardi Gras time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in big trouble there. Tom is here.
Hey, Tom.
But yeah, it's you have to take it where you can get it.
That's right.
That's what
Speaking
they
of
say.
Toms, I watched My Bloody Valentine over the weekend.
Oh yeah.
The
Okay.
2009 one.
Okay.
I haven't seen the original one,
Mhm.
and you guys can tear me apart for that if you want. I just happen to I wanted to watch it because Tom Atkins is in this remake one.
He sure is.
And I was like, man, we gotta go watch that. Also, Kurt Smith is in it. I bumped into him in the bathroom. Literally.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There you go. See,
Uh,
it's all about
so
those
it's
little
like-
touch tones.
Yeah. So, oh my God, we watched Tom Atkins. Mind you, this is 2019 or 2009. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So a full, what is it? 17 years ago now.
Yeah.
First of all, he looked exactly the fucking
Of
same.
course he did.
And he just was like, it was funny watching him because that's just how he is when you're watching him behave as a normal human being.
See.
So I just thought it was wonderful watching him. just
Father
do
Time comes
bullshit.
up to him and he's like, "I'm here to take another year." He's like, "Nope,
Nope.
nope."
Turns away, and it's just
Nope.
like, okay, fine.
Should have taken it when I was at the table.
Right,
Nope.
should have got in line and paid like the rest of us. So anyway, what are you guys
Not
up to?
happening. Not happening.
It's so funny because it's like in any lifetime, I feel like I run into Tom Atkins and he just comes up to me and he just goes, "You guys seem cool.
Yep,
I like you guys."
you're all right.
I did,
Once.
Juan. I'm sorry.
Once.
Juan, I knew this was an unforgivable sin. But Juan, you have to understand, it's all for Tom Atkins.
It's all for Tommy.
I was lured in by the glow of my favorite grandpa.
The allure. Yep,
I
and that
love it.
really is what it is. He
loved it.
he will always.
So I don't know.
that
If
siren
I
song.
don't know if he has any other acting roles beyond that 2009 because I haven't seen him in anything like in the more recent times.
That's a good question. I feel like he did something. Like he had a cameo in something.
Maybe. I'll have to look him
up.
up.
Yeah, the IMDb and see. Where
I've only
he's
looked up his age because I'm just shocked that he's that lucid and that.
Oh yeah, he
that looks that good.
Yeah, he's just waiting. he's praying every day that he's going to wake up and that death is going to be at his bedside so that he can beat the shit out of him.
Get out of here
nope,
now.
Out of here. I don't think so. Pull out a shotgun, start blasting away. Blasting away.
Man, the movie itself was not very good, but the whole mystery of like who's doing this, that was interesting because it kind of kept throwing me for a loop where I'm like, well, I don't really know for sure.
Right.
That was kind of entertaining.
Well, that's what it's all about.
I would highly recommend it.
Tied in.
But one, I'm curious now. I'm wondering if the original, if this was a 1-to-1 remake, or did this remake take some liberties and spin its own story?
It's a little reworking. Juan can give you the breakdown.
Yeah,
he's got.
Well, either way, I'll take it as an endorsement for the first.
Yes,
I'm gonna definitely watch the original now.
But still, Juan's given the blessing as far as Tom. We have of course we have.
We love all Toms.
We have to. Yes, that's right.
It's true. All the Toms I know.
Speaking of which, we got to talk to Benny and figure out when fucking VHS Fest. I
know,
need
man.
to put it on the calendar.
I gotta get it on my calendar. I'll text Ben.
Yeah, we got.
Or Allison just mess with them directly.
That's true
time.
too.
You
Yeah,
can always do
and
that.
because every couple days I see them, they're like dripping another weekend or whatever.
Yeah, they're getting all their schedule lined out.
Like, all right, I know it's coming, but I want it now.
I know. Yeah. No. It's good to know now because we have to make plans, right? I actually before the end of this month I have to submit like a 6-month leave request. So.
Yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Well,
we gotta start booking our IV drip hydration appointments beforehand. Otherwise, we're gonna be beef jerky. Can't be beef jerkying it up. But I'll tell you what is gonna happen is that on Saturday before we go back, because it's Friday, Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. Saturday before we're going back.
Days, actually.
I know, and Sunday
Continue.
too. Which
I don't know if we're doing Sunday.
I'm always game for Sunday, but we don't have to. We can always just come back early and eat whatever. Doesn't matter. But Saturday we're going to the Silly Goose. I'm going to this fucking place in Jim Thorpe. I keep seeing these ads on Instagram.
Is this the guy with the goofy piano?
A goofy piano? What the fuck are you talking about? Goofy piano?
You sent me this thing of this guy with one of those like old time.
Oh no! That's not it. No.
Sorry, I thought if that guy was performing, I'll definitely go see him.
No, the doc knows what I'm talking about. It's a shop. It used to be. Was it the beef jerky place? Maybe it's in town. Obviously, it's down in the square. Yeah, on Main Street there. I want to say they're. I forget what they're around. But yes, Silly Goose. We gotta at least check it out because he seems like he's a young guy. He's got the same sentiment, sort of completely. What's the word? Irreverent is the good word.
Oh, I see.
And,
nice.
And I appreciate his irreverence. So I would definitely be interested in checking that out. But I'm looking forward to bacon in the sun. I really love it. Every time I get in the hot tub, I think like this is only going to be half of what it's going to be. One
piece of solace you can take comfort in is knowing that you are absolutely getting skin cancer sooner than you should be.
That's it.
By going to that event.
Just like the old-timey Americans that settled the country that didn't believe in suicide because you go to hell, right?
Right.
So what they did, they smoked, they drank, they did everything that they could to slowly kill themselves so that they would die a lot sooner than they would, normal
Trying
causes.
to get to heaven.
And that is the way that they came over on the Mayflower because they were tired of having this government health care that was keeping them well. It was time to drink and smoke. It's like 5 o'clock on a Saturday as the regular crowd shuffles in. You want that old man sitting next to you with his tonic and gin. Hopefully he's not fucking it though, because he does that some nights. They wrote a song about that. It's fucking weird. But Tom's getting it all locked in too. Tom's ready. So
Tom, I agree. When you think it's going to be, it pretty much always is. Yes, it's almost always the weekend after 4th of July.
Yeah.
I also am going to do that. I think for me, it's probably not as huge of a deal because typically I need to put in like any days right immediately preceding and following a holiday. Mm-hmm. And as long as it's not a full week, and it's only one day off, I usually just take the Friday off.
Yeah.
So I should be good no matter what. And Allison makes her own schedule, so she just basically just.
This is it, ready
and
to be.
You pretty much.
Oh, I can do it. Yes. Well, Friday and Sunday I do work both of those days, but it's never a problem to get the days off. I always get somebody sub in for me.
Yeah. So it will never end. The train will never stop.
I'm ready to go to hell.
What we gotta get is like we gotta get some kind of like air conditioned tent Fernando.
So this is what I was thinking.
Or for random people who are dying.
What I was thinking is, if we get like those mylar blankets, right, that they wrap the astronauts and shit in, or
Yeah.
like people after they get out, they take them out of the freezing water or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If we make a tent out of mylar blankets,
It's gonna blind everyone around it.
well, we'll put some fabric on the outside of that. No, but what I'm saying is,
It's like all reflective.
if we can figure out some sort of lightweight material, then we can make a frame out of PVC pipe,
Okay.
right? It's not hard to just sew things. I can do it.
But why that and not just buying a tent?
Because
that's
then
already
you got
made?
you gotta pay money.
But
And
you just erect it with the little poles. It only has to be dog
if they
size.
break, yeah, but no. I'm talking for people too.
So okay, but
This is not gonna be just for me.
crafting it, I grant you that it's possible to do that yourself. But what air conditioning entity do you?
No.
bring?
There's no air conditioning. The idea
Oh
is
my
to
God,
get.
This isn't what I'm talking
The
about.
idea is. You know what
I'm talking about the modern marvel of air conditioning. And you are trying to pass off some kind of pale imitation of air. Or something.
Some Stone Age
shade.
accommodation.
What is this horse shit shade you're talking about? No. Ice cubes and shade is not going to cut it.
That's it. I remember the first time I saw one of those little fans that you put ice cubes in the back. You ever seen that before? Like, what the fuck is this? This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Cold.
Oh, it's cold air coming. Yeah, the little bit that's coming off of that ice cube is cold. You're right. Yeah, but so so this is apparently the wrong effect.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
I guess it does. It keeps the
where
heat
you
in.
Punish
It
people.
keeps the heat in.
Right.
So we need the opposite of Mylar so that we can keep the heat out.
Right.
We'll
No
find
greenhouse
it.
effect. We
They,
don't want
they
that.
have the technology. I know. We just have to repel the radiation. Is really what it is.
Right.
Because if we could do that, keep it in the shade, especially if we can do it from earlier, you know, then you're really in good shape.
I think that like if you had, I guess a big enough vehicle
Yeah.
for to just pop.
You mean
air
like a
conditioning
van?
on. Yeah, just have like a van. We just have like the pop the air conditioning on, and that way people can just like hop in there. Mainly, I'm thinking
Yeah, but
about.
who's gonna be like, all right, I'm all done being cool now. Back to hell.
Dude, I do underestimate because it has been so freezing fucking cold lately.
Yeah.
That I'm underestimating just how incredibly hot it gets.
That's
out there.
I think about I'm dead serious. When I'm on the tractor shoveling snow, I think about sitting in my camping chair on top of that hill, baking in the sun, and how incredibly hot and uncomfortable I am. And it's like a shot of whiskey in my body. I feel the warmth.
Is this why you
encompass
wear
me.
like leather and jeans while
This
we're
is
up there?
exactly right. I want to remember the uncomfortability of being overheated because of the climate that we live in. I have to experience the cold, and I'm looking to counterbalance that.
Someone's
whenever
gonna
I
have a
can.
heat stroke up there someday. We
I'm
need to just
surprised
get
it hasn't
one
happened.
big shade over top the whole theater.
You know what? Maybe what we need to do is like if we could get a long piece of like that material. They have those tents now that you just put poles up, and then they have like tennis balls on top of the poles, and you put the stretchy fabric over top. You seen these before? They came out down maybe 4 or 5 years
Isn't
ago.
that what
so
you were
you-
just describing building?
Kind of, but different. It's just not out of Mylar blankets. No, but I'm saying we get a long piece of this shit, right? And then we have hooks on the end of it. And whoever's on one side of the cars, we hook it on their car. And whoever's on the other side of the cars, we hook it on their car. And we have a one big long canopy. And then we put the
Okay.
poles up with the tennis balls. And now we have like a 6-car long
Yeah.
stretchy fabric. And like you can see it from a plane or something because there's always planes flying over top.
Right.
And then all we got to do, we put a little thing on top of there.
And we accidentally do like first we start off with like a cross, like an X pattern.
Yep.
And then we kind of start extending. the ends, and
Oh, a
then,
couple
like,
more people came later.
Uh-oh.
Nah, they couldn't fit in front of us. They're back a little bit
One
further.
of those like ultralight planes flying over, and they're like, "Is that a swastika?" Holy shit!
We're just trying to keep the dog cool.
They drop bombs on us. Fuck you, you fuckers! You fuckers.
absolutely had.
We're just maniacs that don't do anything about it.
That's right.
Yes, I agree. It's not, like it can't look between the.
What's
drink
wrong with you?
and
You
the
need
meat.
another beer?
Yeah. You must
What,
be
you dehydrated?
You need another bag burger. Just swallow this fucker down.
Get this guy some tater tots. Snap it.
That's how I cope with it. Have another cigarette.
More sodium and nicotine. That'll take care of your heat stroke.
Oh my god.
Oh my God! This is it, and this is why we came to this planet. You know, they say you chose the life that you live, right?
The Thetans.
The Thetans, they came in, they messed up your body, but luckily you were able to climb the levels OT8 all the way to the top. And at that point,
Top of the canopy.
you can go to VHS Fest and you won't sweat at all.
Man, that's bad because you'll. You thought it was hot before. Imagine having no perspiration. You were gonna beg for that Mylar. Because at least something's keeping the heat off your skin immediately. And you can die faster.
Begging for God to take your life.
Oh, God.
As you roll around like a hot dog on hot coals, just bubbling on. Well, what do you say we bubble into some weird news? How about that?
Some slough off into it.
Bubble time. All right, internet people. Oh man.
Hey, look at us doing our thing.
We've done it. We're doing the
Like
show,
we do
everybody.
every
Just
week.
like it's
I
a
have
normal
weird-
day.
I don't know if does anyone else experience weird like third person observer moments in your own body.
What do you mean by that?
So I'll be like, I almost feel like I'm observing myself talking on this show because there's part of me that's like focused on all the things going on around me. That's like separate from me talking. It's like I'm having like an automatic response to talking.
Yeah.
It just blah, 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 blah. Like I'm watching it happen, and there's a part of me that's feels objective.
It's called disassociation.
Yes, dissociation. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys dissociate pretty frequently? Because I do it almost every Tuesday, and also most of my life.
Yeah, that's and see, this is the thing. The more you can detach, the better of a time you have.
I used to wake up in the morning sometimes when I was a kid, and this is not something that went away, by the way. It happens to me today, but when I was younger, I'd dissociate and I'd be like, "What the hell is all this? Why do I have like skin and arms and fingers and like all of it feels like it's a matter of course, like take it for granted." But then you all of a sudden dissociate and you're like, this is weird. Like you're inhabiting an alien body in an alien place.
Yeah, you just wake up and go, oh no.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not like super scary, but it's just like unsettling, you know?
See, now I have never had those thoughts before.
What?
But then again, I don't identify as
believe-
myself very often either. So
that are just permanently dissociated then?
yeah, I guess so. I just don't. Just like, all right.
You never settle into
Yeah,
it.
that's
the
I
problem.
guess that really
You're
is
like,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like I get it. I'm like, okay, I get why I have this stuff. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's, I understand why too, but it's just, sometimes it's just like, I think about how there's any old number of ways we could have evolved. And,
Yeah.
but also,
But I mean,
who cares about this reality?
I
too?
mean,
It's
on the detailed end of things, yeah, but
You
not
could have 6 fingers, you could have 10.
only one way. But yeah, well, right. No. I mean, there's no. You wouldn't have tentacles. But yeah. You could. I know. I could. You could.
You're a freak.
You're
totally
the one
could.
with tentacles. That's all.
You're just trying to hide.
You're just trying to hide them under those hands.
They're not authorized by the government.
Yeah. Cut your arms open. Show me there are tentacles in there. I know
Prove to
it.
me that
Prove
you
it.
aren't what I think you are.
Prove it. Let's see here. What's talking about?
Juan can't wait till summer. I'm over this deep freeze. Hoping I get to spend the milestone birthday on foreign soil.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Italia per sempre.
Juan and I were talking about Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm hoping that sometime. I don't know if it's going to be this year. Allison and I have had Italy on our list for even our honeymoon. We originally wanted to do Italy, but it just was a little too much to kind of put into it. But it's like more expensive and it's just more investment. We want to kind of know where we're going and have a plan. We just haven't had the chance. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to buy a house first. Then we're gonna put, have some money set aside that we can do that the next year when we're ready.
Juan, the only piece of advice I'd give to you is double wallet. Okay?
Ooh, yeah.
Double wallet. Put your real wallet somewhere very strange,
Flared base.
Flared base. Or just a belt wallet. It's good too, the ones that hide inside of the belt.
In your chest.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, we're right on the breastbone.
Right.
But and then fake wallet. I guarantee you won't have that wallet by the time you go home.
Decoy wallet.
Yep, you want to have the double wallet when you're in Italy. It's very important.
I've absolutely thought about carrying like a decoy.
Yeah.
A decoy wallet and decoy phone out with me, so that if I'm ever like mugged or somebody's like they're like satisfied with what I have and they're like, this is all I've got. I don't have anything more.
Yeah.
And then they just run off and they, it's just crap that you don't really care about.
Well, but see, the thing is first of all, that's what you want to do. Exactly right. Put a little air tag in there, whatever.
Yeah, put air tag in there.
Yeah, have a good time. But yeah,
then you pull out your gun.
Yeah, very important. Well,
once they're back,
I was gonna say won't be the only one with one. But yes, that's definitely a way you can go about it. But okay, let's get into some weird news. What do you think about that?
Let's do it because it's what we have to.
That's what the rules say according to the law.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the button? I wonder if this has the right audio stream. If everybody can hear me right now, which I think they can. This is the wrong audio stream, but you guys can hear me. Hello.
On the stream?
It's the other one. I think isn't. I think it's coming off of one of these microphones, not these. We'll see. Whatever.
Bears, they came here to listen to us talk anyway.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, internet people and everybody else. Yeah, Juan said that they can hear us. Yeah, it's the new computer. I didn't set all the inputs up right yet.
Sometimes, well, most of the time we're just bullshitting during that.
That's it. Yeah, because every once in a while I'll watch the stream back and it'll be one where the sound is messed up and you'll just hear us going.
That's great.
Because for whatever reason, while we have the mics muted, we also stay real quiet. Like we have to be silent. It's like it's great. It's a wonderful thing. But anyhow, all right, let's get things fired off here, everybody. We'll get the video up for all of you watching at home. Let me get this.
I'm gonna have to harass Chris to come on. Allison asked me today. She's like, "Is Chris coming?" And I just go, "Fuck no!" I was like, "He's never coming on here."
Yeah. So okay. No, that's exactly right. His time is done for now, at least.
I gotta see if he ever got that new job because he's trying to switch his job situation around so he had better hours.
Oh yeah, that's
because I think that a lot of the reason he would be probably more free to see us if he was had a daytime job, but he's got that night job.
Listen, Chris, the problem is he isn't being original enough. That's really the root of all of these issues. Just like an Indian, unlike an Indian woman desperate to avoid an arranged marriage who found her way out of the unwanted nuptials by staging a supernatural snake transformation.
Ooh, I love the flair of this.
And the sentence isn't over. There's no period there.
Oh boy. That
sparked panic in her village.
Wow.
They're like, what the fuck? This happened again?
She weaponized.
Oh my God, not again!
Beliefs in magic. Right. I'm just going to utilize this for my way of getting out of this piece of shit arranged marriage.
Yeah, no, they didn't care at all. But the bizarre case likened by some to a plot of a Bollywood movie reportedly began when the bride-to-be went to sleep one Sunday night at her family home in the community of Ariaya. Upon entering the young woman's room the following morning, her mother was astonished. She's like, what the fuck? Huh? To discover she was nowhere to be found. This bitch is gone.
Where are you?
All this money we spent, she's gone. We bought her all these snakes. And on her bed were some clothes, jewelry, and the eeriest of all, a 5-foot-long snake skin slithered through All of it.
Wow.
So, when the word of the weird turn of events reached residents in the community, there was widespread speculation that the woman's disappearance was supernatural in nature. Probably. It's because she's been reading all those Harry Potter books.
That's right.
Specifically, many suspected that the missing 23-year-old had become okay, here we go. My poly isn't too good, but I'm going to do my best. Each shot. I have to take it aside here. One of my favorite things that I do is completely reflex too. When I'm reading stories and I'm reading a word I don't know, I get louder and I put more heat on my voice. Stress. As if I'm struggling through it. I love it. It's my favorite. I love listening back to it. Especially when I repeat words exactly the same. This is my favorite thing. I love entertaining myself. Specifically, many suspect the 23-year-old became a Each Chad Harry. Okay?
Each
Chad Harry. ICHCHAD.
Ichad?
HARI.
Ichad Harry.
That's what I said. You're eating Chad Harry every nagging day, a.k.a. a wishful serpent. Okay.
Wishful serpent.
There you go.
Should become like a snake genie?
Yeah. So, well, basically. So it's a mythical shape-shifting creature in Indian folklore that's said to be able to transform a snake into a human and then back again.
So they're like, she was originally a fucking snake,
Yup.
not a person.
See, this
you didn't
whole
actually
time.
give birth to a person. They were a snake before.
You know how easy you gave birth to them? Because they seemed to kind of just slither out.
Slid right out.
See?
Notice how they didn't have arms and legs at
That's
first?
right. They wouldn't let you look. They wouldn't let you look. They got scared. Luckily, a bunch of mongoose delivered your baby, so it was fine. But believers in the fantastic theory flocked to her home to offer prayers of protection against whatever sinister supernatural situation might have befallen the family. However, when police got involved in the case, they said, hold on a minute now. I'm scared of snakes. So is this snake lady still here? Does she speak English? I mean, we are in India, but I'd still like to know. The fantastic tale fell apart in short order after the cops were investigated the case and soon determined that the woman had staged the supernatural event.
Really?
You know, it's almost as if these supernatural events are all staged. I don't know. It's just a hunch, but I'm not a snake lady or anything.
Look, don't get crazy now.
You know what? I'm just once bitten, twice shy. As part of the rather clever ruse aimed at thwarting an arranged marriage, her parents had orchestrated, as if she was in India or something like that.
Yeah.
She decided rather that she'd like to marry her boyfriend, which you know, boyfriend, fiance,
maybe
whatever.
one of them that they chose.
Yeah, whatever it is. I still got Juan's comment up when there's another comment from Juan.
Like a 70s Bollywood horror flick.
She concocted the curious scene, which allowed her time to flee from her home, run off with the young man who was a proverbial Romeo to her Juliet. Does that mean they're both dead?
Yeah.
Or that they both killed each other when one of them was fine?
I thought the snake skin was made it apparent. She's dead.
Yeah, one would have told you. As far as the disapproving families were concerned, the girls staged the drama to mislead these people. You know what? I'm angry at this person who I forced to marry this other person that I decided was the right person for them.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Ugh.
I'm disgusted with you.
You wrong.
Your free will disappoints me. Okay. No transformation occurred. It was just a very determined exit, according to one of the local officials. Having managed to pull off their snake scheme, the happy couple remains missing.
Good.
Well, then maybe
get out of India.
Romeo.
That's my
exactly right.
advice to you: get the fuck away from places with arranged marriages.
There you go.
Also, I find it insane. She's wearing like the piece of clothing's like a Puma sweatshirt or something.
Yeah.
In the age of time, I can understand in history. I guess the past is so condensed that it's hard to really get a sense for what each experience was like in the time frame. Like living in the 1500s, it's hard for me to really understand what that was like.
Well, sure.
But my understanding of in the past, before we had globalized civilization, particularly before we had the access and almost bombardment of information across the entire fucking world, which I guess is more of a modern phenomenon.
Sure.
But in the world we're living in now, I could excuse it before when it seemed like pockets of life was isolated. But you have cops and you have like obviously stuff that's manufactured elsewhere globally.
Oh yeah.
But you have access to all the information, and yet you still have tribes of people who refuse to accept and acknowledge reality. It's like we can't all just get on the same fucking page. It's bizarre.
And then they end up storming the Capitol. Well, having to manage to pull their snake scheme, the happy couple remains missing. As we said, they're likely to return. Hold on a minute. Likely reticent to return to their village in light of the panic and unwanted attention.
Away. How great of an escape was that?
Yeah.
You gotta tell, like, you have kids with your future, your husband now, that you married for love, and you're like, yeah, I pretended to be a snake.
Yeah. What if the whole switch around is that the boyfriend, they get married, they run off, they elope, whatever, they're in the delivery room, she gives birth to a bunch of eggs, leathery eggs.
Oh, no.
And then little babies are born out of those eggs. And then those babies have little Humpty Dumpty babies because it's some weird, mythology, horror all mixed in there. You just got to know where you're going and what this is going to mean for your future.
I mean, she cursed herself, like it's all real.
Yeah, well,
her
it is
family
now.
put a curse on her.
It is
she
now.
Made it, she turned it into reality.
This is
by
how it
playing
works.
into it. That was the danger.
She
should have stayed away from.
It's an egregore. You feed into it, and it becomes alive. You have to do that. Just like you need to, in order to stay off of the opposite of being unalive, you need to be careful. Like this Amazon Prime driver, a delivery van appeared to be stuck on the mud flaps, which locals described as the deadliest footpath in all of Great Britain.
Hooray! Who doesn't love the deadliest footpath in a country?
It looks like they have ordered a second set of reusable gloves. The Coast Guard said it was called out to reports on Sunday of an Amazon delivery vehicle on the Broomway, which is in Great Wakering, Essex, after the driver had been following the GPS to Foulness Island. Foulness, just like you thought it was spelled. Foulness Island. And, I'm sure the smell is primarily from all of the Amazon drivers that have washed ashore. Yeah, from all the. Well, the Broomway.
Did the GPS just take them out this way?
It's like that episode of The Office where Michael and Dwight just drive right into the lake. So the Broomway is a route across the flat sands from the shore near the south end on the sea to Foulness Island and is the home of the Ministry of Defense firing range. Great spot.
This is like from three different angles. You're gonna die. It's either gonna get flooded, you're gonna get bombarded, or you're just gonna I guess it's like 2 miles long or something. You
got bit by a snake on the corner of the driving range, and now you have to ride the golf cart across the driving range to get to the medic box. That's what
Water's
you're doing
rising.
right now. Exactly. Right. Yeah, while the flood is happening. Amazon said it was, quote, aware of the situation and was, quote, investigating. We're looking into it. AKA, we're leaving that guy where he lay. The route was.
It's weird to be an Amazon driver in an area that you're not familiar with the deadliest footpath in all of Great Britain.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if you told me to drive through the Sahara
There's
Desert,
a spot for notes for
the
delivery
Valley
notes.
of Death, That's on them.
Drive past the Valley of Death, make a hook and right, make sure the tide is low.
It's like what? It's like, dude, you would know the most notorious.
One would think.
Dangerous place
One would
in
think.
the country.
But listen, as someone who has a you've got a very, I don't want to say cookie cutter, but run of the mill.
Idiot.
You have a run of the mill home.
Very pedestrian
right? Location.
view of the world.
Right? You've got your place. You've got a place to park, and you've got a mailbox.
Love it.
Perfect sense, right?
Yeah.
Me, not so much. I got a lot of buildings. There's a lot of parking lots and roads and side little things. And so I have witnessed firsthand where I'll be sitting there working on my computer, whatever, and I see out of the corner of my eye on the security cameras, I see a van driving around the property. Mm-hmm. Sometimes in a place that makes sense, other times not so much. And I have seen them drive all the way behind the buildings and then get out of the van and then run between all the doors and all the buildings, and then just end up leaving it next to their van and driving away.
Wow.
So this does not surprise me at all. This is on par for my
It sounds like
my current experience.
The lesson I'm getting, the moral of this story is that you willfully are not marking your properties for these drivers.
Oh yeah, no. They need to figure it out.
Intentionally not making life easier for them.
They need to figure it out and quicker, or I'm going to start shooting. So, I also have the deadliest footpath in America, in Pennsylvania, your county at least. So the route is said to be 600 years old, covering 6 miles. So you really need to plan your trip, and it's managed by the Essex Highways. So the Global Defense and Security Company, which manages the firing range, described the path as a unique right-of-way which requires both caution and specialist knowledge to be able to negotiate safely. The route's not suitable for all vehicles, surprise, surprise, because it becomes submerged underwater.
Why is it even a path for driving? You have just described an non-negotiable area of land that doesn't match with a roadway, in my opinion.
Listen, you can take a horse through the bog of despair, but you have to make sure that it's of high spirits.
Swallow this potion. You gotta swallow this buoyancy potion.
That's it. Well,
don't answer trolls or goblins any of the questions they ask.
Just anything they say, tell them to shut the fuck up. We'll talk about it once we get out of here, because any little bit's gonna cause them to sink.
Also, you can't open your eyes, or else you'll be trapped in 1,000 years of delusion.
And no blinking. So if you open them, they stay open. Okay, it's open or closed. You have 2 choices. That's where all the despair. That's where all the despair comes from.
The fucking horse is like a head flies off.
Good old Artex. Well, over 100 people have died on the Broomway with
That's great track record.
That's right. So
100
really,
people.
it's like, it's all
100
right.
bodies.
Luckily, it was an even 100 too. The Coast Guard made it a lot easier for the paperwork. The Coast Guard said it had spoken to the security officer who said the incident had taken place on Saturday evening, and the driver had removed themselves from the van and reported the incident.
He just got out and just ran away.
He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah. The vehicle.
I'm on the deadliest footpath in Great Britain.
Well, it said the vehicle had already been there during high tide, and that alongside a farmer, Amazon arranged to have the vehicle removed on Sunday. So here we have the little video.
He got enough money. So so he was trying to drive across before it got flooded, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this is bizarre to me. It's insane. Driving across an area that regularly floods is stupid as fuck.
Have you seen people do this in like flood conditions?
My brother did it.
Were you in the car?
No, but he had to be like rescued.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean.
That was so dumb. This was many years ago.
Listen.
This is also, by the way, this is my older brother.
What it is, it's video game logic is what it is.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I wouldn't put the water there if you couldn't drive through it. It's on the road.
Well, and to, not to my brother's credit, there was a barrier he drove around. He drove around the flood barrier because he's like, I know this road.
Not taking any shit. Well,
it's just, I mean, yeah, it's kind of insane. I do think that if your GPS was telling you to go that way,
yeah, if you
looked and you saw it was clear, you might be like, well, and then you get too far out there and you're kind of in over your head.
Yeah, and that's how it goes. You just get washed away sometimes. You can't do anything about it.
We almost made 101 deaths out there. But thankfully, all the packages got delivered.
I don't know about. I guess they were a little soggy too. I'm sure. Yeah, a little bit of sog to them. But I'll tell you who else is feeling a little soggy. A lot of these Olympians, the Milan Cortina Olympics. Is not going to break any stereotypes about the Athletes Village. We've talked about this many, many times.
Every time I hear anything about the Olympics, I'm always like, they're fucking and sucking to the umpteenth degree.
Fucking and sucking all day long. All day long. We're for those of you who are at home, I don't know what microphone is working, but there you go. We're playing that song. But anyhow, the Olympians are doing what the Olympians are meant to do, okay?
Cheating on the girlfriend.
These are people in peak physical condition.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hottest they'll ever be.
And you weren't here before we started the stream because none of you were but Matt and I. But what we're talking about is life has one mission for you.
Right.
Eat right? I've talked to you about this before. We've given you part A. Now we're giving you part B. Fuck. Okay? Eat and fuck. And then once you're done fucking, eat some more so you can keep fucking. Okay?
Keep fucking
and so
eating.
what we've done is we took all the people who've been eating just right and put them in the village. And there's nothing left to eat.
Right,
Okay?
they've already competed to see who's the best at this one thing.
That's
they've been
right.
focused
The
on.
food is done. It's
food part's
time to fuck.
Fucking
Well, it took 3 days for the Olympians to go through all 10,000 complimentary condoms that were handed out by the organizers.
God.
3 days.
Isn't that 3 days?
3 days.
That is fucking insane.
3 days. It's of Olympic proportions, one would say.
Well, I bet you it's encouraging them to fuck even more because they're like, look at all these free condoms.
I mean, if they're giving them
not a lot of
out,
perks
that's
to
what
being
I'm
an
saying. And listen to me. There's the uniforms that they're wearing, the shit that they're wearing.
Right, I got inflated cocks, right?
Are you they're blowing up their dicks with the acid, okay? And then I saw a video, they were passing it around like it was from this year, but it wasn't. It was from the previous Olympic Games. I only know this because I did research on it. There was a girl speed skating. She crashed and her ass exploded through her uniform.
Oh my God.
It shredded into, just on the ass. It shredded into pieces and her ass came through. It was, what is going on? And they're not fucking, they used up those 10,000 condoms the first day.
It's all just an elaborate porn.
Oh my God.
That's what the Olympics are.
It really is. And
It's all the foreplay. That's all they're doing.
You're exactly right. That's exactly
They're
what it
dancing
is.
on the ice.
It's exactly
They're
what it
curling,
is.
Sweet. It's all just foreplay.
Look at the,
And then bam, they
look
all
at the
explode.
little
Their
twinkle.
butt cheeks fly out.
I'm telling you. It's like, oh my.
They're coming all over the place. Like you think it's snow on the ground. Ha ha.
Now
ha.
look at this. Look at this picture. It's 80 degrees.
That's day 4.
That's right.
That's day 4.
That's exactly
After the
right.
condoms expire.
They're all gone now. There's no happy hats
Trees
left.
are covered in it.
They're alive with the sounds of
Law
you.
and Order SVU would just
Oh,
fucking,
my.
they'd have a stroke if they saw that place.
What a nightmare. So they promised us more will arrive, but who knows when, said an athlete.
I'm not waiting for it, I'll tell you
Let
that.
me tell you what. It's just turn them inside out, right? Like the socks.
just bring it out. Slap it with a broom.
Six locations are housing nearly 2,900 athletes competing in the games.
They're all on top of each other.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's how it goes. Recent games have tried to curb athlete relations. COVID-19 forced 2020 Tokyo Olympics held in 2021 to enact.
Tokyo was like, we're used to this.
Oh.
We hate fucking.
Listen, unless you're
But we
paying
love it.
for it, unless you're paying a stranger, you better not be anywhere near each other.
We got these digital, these what are they? Those digital censored bars.
Yeah, that's right, exactly
right.
right.
Over top. I think I made the same joke.
It's
years ago.
all about the beeping. So they had the intimacy ban, which carried over into 2022 in Beijing. Of course, you got to keep everything
Stay
together.
in
That's right.
Asia.
It's all about carrying the flag. It was lifted at the Summer Games in 2024. They're like,
Yes!
all right, start fucking again. You can fuck. Yeah.
Get the fucking.
Yep, when Paris organizers reportedly gave more than 300,000 condoms to athletes.
Oh yeah.
And see,
Remember when they were swimming in that fucking
And-
shit river too?
And in Milan, they're like, 10,000 will be
Oh, it's
fine.
a fucking good time.
Are you kidding me? Well,
10,000 ain't shit. You're in Italy. You're in the land of love
Are
too.
you kidding me?
What the fuck are
Jesus.
you thinking?
Yeah, what a.
Population's down. That's what they're talking about.
And that's really what it is.
There's only a couple of perks of being an Olympian. You don't make any fucking money at it.
No.
And the only way you make any money is if you get the gold and you get a bunch of endorsements. That's the only way. But until then, you're impoverished. You're living. Your whole life is focused around you don't have any kind of job because you're spending too much time trying to be the most excellent person at this.
Right.
So either you get a fucking medal.
Yeah.
And you can brag about it, or you go in there and it's Fucktown, USA, or Italy, wherever, because you just are fucking everywhere. Because that's it. You're the best.
Italy is fucked up, USA.
It is Fucktown, USA, baby. Covered in pasta. and sausage.
We gotta propose that. Let me see, especially at this point in history, they're gonna be very reticent to change their national slogan.
Look, we got the Gulf of America now.
Welcome to Fucktown, USA. Juan, that's where you're going. That's where you're going.
Bienvenue, Fucktown, USA, Juan. Get ready. We'll fly out 10,000 condoms.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna need to. We're gonna airlift them in.
Just drop it, like raining over top of the sky.
Well, the practice of providing athletes with condoms began in 1988 during the Seoul Games in an effort to raise awareness for safe sex amidst the AIDS. Of course, yes, it sure was. That was when the AIDS epidemic was going on and everything.
Man, we just got born right into the golden age, huh?
Well, not really. Though.
Shot
Before all of this stuff, yeah, it would have been a lot better. But you know what? It's okay. Luckily now we've got 10,000 condoms to immerse ourselves in. But if this seems strange to some, they're unaware of the established Olympic practice. According to Fontana, who is a Olympics organizer. Fontana also reported that the video of the Spanish figure skater Olivia Smart finding a condom station, which also includes feminine hygiene products. Everything you need is right there in Olympic Village, she said, winking to the camera. So
it should be.
Cardboard beds, the anti-sex beds. You remember
right,
them? We talked about those.
Mm-hmm.
They were used at the last 3 Olympics, but this year they doubled down and built them out of a sturdy oak. So you know, you want to make sure that
the headboard's banging on the wall.
You gotta test them. Yep. So the answer to everybody's question. You heard it here first, folks. There are no cardboard beds, according to one of the Olympians posting to their social media, knocking on the frames to test its structural integrity.
Honestly, though, they're all Olympians. They're in the best shape ever. They can fuck any which way. It's not going to stop
challenge them.
Yeah.
They love it.
They do love a challenge. It's all about that.
Yeah.
Their whole life is a challenge.
Yep, that's it. Well, Grindr, which is the world's largest LGBTQ plus dating app, also changed some of its policies to promote safety. The platform altered its location settings, which typically show people the exact distance of a particular match for the 3rd consecutive games to protect its users' identities. So
if they're out there using the app and they're going outside of the
Olympic Village. Right.
It helps prevent it gives them more power to say, I'm choosing this versus someone who just is looking to fuck an Olympian.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, it's a lot less easier for them to become targeted, I suppose. By these people just looking.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
Looking to use one of the 10,000 people. You know, you got to. But
10,000 of these things.
That's it. Love is in the air, but not any longer for over in Puglia, Italy.
Oh, no.
The famous Arch of the Sea Stacks in Puglia, Italy, known as the Lover's Arch. It collapsed on Valentine's Day.
Oh my God.
After a strong storm surge and heavy rain swept across southern Italy. The Rocky Arch, one of the best known natural landmarks in the Adriatic coast, got its name as it served as the backdrop for wedding proposals, selfies, and postcards. It was one of the most recognizable symbols of this part of Italy, and it was heavily visited by tourists. It's devastating, but one of our favorite tourist features to the coastline. It was part of Italy's history for so long, has disappeared, but we still have our memories. So
that'll do it. That'll sell the wound.
That's exactly right. It's great for a postcard. The nature's
it just took a serious flattening. It's now I can see where the front half of it just sort of crumbled off, but it's so clean. It's like a clean cut.
You know damn well that every couple that got engaged or took pictures in front of this arch did not stay together. And this is the perfect opportunity for you to do an Instagram post of you in front of the arch.
Collapsed just like my love.
And just like your love, it's collapsed into the sea as the result of winds and strong rain. But
that's beyond my control.
Well, you can put it that way if you want
I'm
to.
cheating.
That's right.
A wandering eye.
They ran out of condoms, but so it's like a funeral, said the tourism council.
It's like a funeral.
Mediterranean cyclones, known as Medicanes, not Medicaid, everybody. Medicanes Includes Cyclone Harry, which struck in January. It's been devastating to ports, homes, and roads, reshaping the structure of the coastline.
That sounds like a children's book you just read.
Well, sometimes that happens too. Medicanes are warm core systems that are becoming increasingly frequent in the Mediterranean, driven by rising sea temperatures linked to the climate emergency. So,
yeah,
that's
not real. Stop.
But it's not real.
Shut up.
Love, however, that's real. Can be bought.
Well,
so the destructive force of these cyclones, with winds exceeding 60 miles an hour, have had the sea whip up into waves about 15 meters high and have left a long trail of devastation. On January 25th, the torrential rain brought on by Cyclone Harry and devastating landslides tore away the entire slope in the town of Nesemi. So,
man.
There you go.
I think no one was doing a proposal.
Yeah, well, but we don't know that. We don't know that, and I like to think that one last couple got their final photo on that. And you know what? They're not breaking up ever.
Right. They'll stay together under that arch for all eternity.
Because of gravity. The gravity and mass of the falling rock has now fused them into one.
There's like a red puddle.
Yep.
In the water.
And it's all washed clean too. Yeah, you can kind of see them there on the hill. There's a little bit of red down on the bottom left there. It's good. It's good. You have to acknowledge the places that you are, why you're there, and what they can really provide for you. Because if you have unreal expectations, really, it's your problem.
It's your fault.
It's your fault. Just like a Boston landlord who's attempting to evict a Raising Cane's restaurant in the city's Back Bay neighborhood over complaints that, you guessed it, the location smells like chicken fingers.
I mean, accurate, but also, what the fuck?
It's America. It's America, everybody.
This is bizarre.
The filing centers on Raising Cane's outpost in Boylston Street, which opened in 2022 inside the roughly 100-year-old building and holds a lease running through 2037.
Oh,
so there's still
a while left.
They're still chipping away. They still got
years.
Another 11 years left. Yeah, the chain says the new second-floor office tenants in the property raised concerns about what they described as an offensive odor.
Offensive odor? It smells like fried chicken. Shut the fuck up and enjoy.
I moved into this building on a Sunday, and I have only ever visited on a Sunday. On the one day during the one period of time in which the other tenants of this building are not here. And all of a sudden, the ones who have been here far longer than I'm offended by them. I think that they should be the ones that move. Despite these efforts, defendants continue to complain that its tenants' chicken finger restaurant smells like chicken fingers. And in reality, it appears that defendants have come to the realization that its own build-out of the second-floor office space was simply poorly executed. So the landlord listed
Don't rent a space over a fucking fried chicken place.
How about that?
God, what are you thinking?
Yeah, as if there's like, we're all just sharing the same HVAC system. Like, don't worry, the vents just connect the floors together. But the landlord, however, is like, oh.
You know what's funny? There's a vet hospital right over top of like a Jersey Mike's or something. I think it's a Jersey Mike's. Allison knows what I'm talking about. And to me, that's great.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Great. You're going through some of the worst times ever. Look, hand me a Jersey Mike's. It's not going to make my day worse. I'll tell you that.
That's the thing. See, at least you get a break,
Right.
It's for people who don't smoke anymore. It's just
right, yeah, God,
I need a break.
I'm desperate for something to give me that feeling.
Well, the landlord listed in court records that they reported the affidavit of Health Properties said that they had no comment on the lawsuit. Raising Cane said it spent more than $200,000 attempting to reduce odor issues inside the building, but claims it was informed in January that its lease would be terminated over the landlord describing it as an offensive and/or nuisance odors.
Yeah, have fun having God only knows what showing up in there and the devil you know, right? Mm-hmm. The devil you know smells like fried chicken. That's fine.
Yep. Next
you
one's
get to
going to
go
be
downstairs and eat your chicken.
a hard-boiled egg restaurant. That's what's coming up next.
Like farts.
Pure sulfur.
Pure
sulfur mines.
Hard-boiled eggs and broccoli.
That's right. It's what you get. Well, Raising Cane's further claims the landlord had been negotiating with Panda Express to take over the location That was
Still
previously
pretty good
occupied.
win-win.
Yep.
Somebody up there doesn't like fried chicken. I don't know.
Yeah,
that
well,
seems a little racist to me.
We're in Boston.
I don't appreciate that.
We're in Boston. So
I do not appreciate it.
the Boston location inside Boston University's student union apparently will be taken over by Panda Express because, or that it already operates, and they're looking to expand. The chicken finger chain currently operates multiple locations in the city, including near its Boston University. This isn't the first time that the restaurant faced issues with this landlord due to odor complaints. Back in December, an Indian restaurant suddenly
What did I tell you?
there you go, had its locks changed and the lease terminated by the property manager.
Bullshit.
Like, you know what?
Why would
Stinks too bad, we're locking you out.
Why would you agree to having a restaurant that is particularly, the scents are particularly strong? If
Yep.
it was a Subway restaurant,
Yep.
you would not have the same kinds of smells. But it's a
You just
fucking
have homeless
fried.
people pissing in the
Right.
corners.
Right.
That's you know, and
All
something.
over the place.
I mean, what the bread's not real. Why should the customer?
I can't eat the bread anymore in that
No,
place.
no.
I can't. I just can't.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's just like I'm chewing on like a fabric or something, man.
Snaps.
It's not
it
good.
Snaps.
No.
It pulls.
Uh,
It's got fibers.
it comes out exactly the way it came in.
I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful thing. Really, you put enough of that sweet onion sauce on there for me, and I tell you though, I am very disappointed that most of the Subways that I have been to, okay, or in our area, none of them have the hot relish anymore. They have all gotten rid of it. Because I can only assume that
Neptune, baby.
It's all because of Neptune. I'm definitely blaming Neptune for this one. But even the Mars rules hot peppers. But anyhow, I got a lot of shit in my head.
Mars is the
Yes, right. Yeah, so,
capsaicin.
but capsaicin, yes. They don't have that anymore. So I have to opt for banana peppers.
You bring your own.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I'll bring it home and put it on if I'm going home after work. But yeah, I have to opt for the banana peppers and the jalapeno peppers. But a long time ago, when I was doing that job with Eric, running around all the Home Depots and everything, we had to eat on the road because we worked from what was it, 5 o'clock at night till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, like in a whole other part of the country.
Yes, all over the place.
Every week.
Yes, every week. We drove all over the place. And so we had to eat wherever we could. So we found this gas station, and there was a Subway attached to it. And I said, oh, shit, yeah, let's just go to Subway. I'll get my sweet onion chicken teriyaki on Italian. And so I go in there, I get my thing, we get to the end. They don't have the hot pepper relish. Now, this is way back before I was used to making this adjustment to my order. And I thought, well, shit, I guess I'll just get the jalapenos. It's spicy. That's fine. That'll cover it. So I got that. I took my first bite of this sub out in Eric's car, and one of the seeds from the jalapeno got stuck in my vocal cords.
Oh, my God.
And this was the worst pain I have ever experienced in my life, and I could not get it. I was eating other shit. I was drinking shit. I was trying to get this thing loose. It would not come loose. I was like screaming. I was like running scales. I was like, maybe if I make my vocal cord stretch out some. I could not work this fucker loose. So finally, it got to the point where I was like, I was talking like this because I could so fucking swollen up from all the fucking heat. And then eventually, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And so I ate super hot Slim Jim, of all things. Mm-hmm. Knocked you right out. Hair of the dog, baby. Gotta get like attracts like. It's all got to end some way.
Sticky slimy. That's what you needed.
That's right. There's just a little bit of that to help get everything through, and that's really what we do for you folks. We're just a little bit of something to help to get you through.
That's slimy.
That's slimy. And
yeah,
that's what we do best. And that's why we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
Hi, Matt.
And that's it, everybody. Don't take any wooden nickels. That's
right.
what Uncle Tone tells me all the time.
That's a good piece of advice.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
You won't see any of those, and you won't see pennies anymore either.
No, they're all gone. So keep the collections that you have. Maybe double down, triple down on them.
Mm-hmm.
Triples is best. And so if you can find some semblance of happiness, or at least of a real bread made from grain,
right?
Hold on to that desperately,
with
everything that you have until the rest of the condoms get here, and then eat. and fuck and eat and fuck and eat and fuck.
Eat.
All right, internet
That's the
people.
only messaging we need to give
That's
you guys.
all we need. That's it. We're
Hey,
just
look,
gonna.
it's a-
That's
it's
gonna be.
imperative.
That's gonna be the new shirt on the Red Bull. Just eat
and
and
fuck.
fuck.
Look, everybody can
Just
agree with
just
it.
a circle with arrows.
Yeah, it's just an Ouroboros eating and fucking.
All right.
Is he eating the tail or is the tail fucking?
That's
in the mouth?
see that, and we don't know the answer to that question, and that really is the
It's
mystery of science.
Equally the same.
It is.
You know, it's
it
the
is.
same.
You know what? It's all about equality. We are champions of equality on
Right.
this show.
We're-
If you
we're-
haven't noticed.
One of us is the top of an equal sign and the other is the bottom.
Yep.
Floating in space.
That's-
forever suspended.
That's how we do it. It's how we have to do it. Yep. Don't take any
As
wooden nickels.
Grandma
That's
used to
it.
tell me. Oh, I thought he was referring to eat
Eat
and fuck.
and
That's what- Son, I got two words.
Well, everybody.
It's Ouroboros. It's my prog rock band. Look, that is a good prog rock band.
That's
dude.
right, bringing it up the tail. That's
love
the
it.
way to do it. All right. Well, yeah. I guess. Let's see. I don't think we.
One day soon enough, we're gonna
Yeah.
convince Jesse to get over here. and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
one of those days.
And but this day has to come after we've built out our
The table.
rig, so
Yes.
that we
So
can
we get all the mics in and all the
incorporate
gear,
this Say You Love Satan legacy
equipment.
equipment,
Yes.
which is fucking nuts.
Oh yes.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that when that day comes, and I'm trying to keep my eye out for a more recent movie for us to check out. I have a couple in mind.
Okay.
So whenever the time comes, but maybe sometime in the next couple of months,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we'll probably be able to schedule that.
See what we can do.
Keep a lookout.
Until then,
Until
just
then.
keep doing it. Just keep going. That's right. Yeah, that's what we're doing, Mom. That's
Eat
gonna.
and fuck.
That's right.
That's
what we're doing.
Yeah,
gonna all-
we'll pass them out.
That's right. We're shooting out. Get a t-shirt cannon too. Fuck it.
Shoot Mylar blankets out of it. Boom, boom. Well, you'll need them
Wrap
when
up.
the sun goes down. It does get cold.
That's the thing, though.
So-
It's like the desert. It's
It
great.
is. It really is like the fucking desert out there. But
great.
yet we're in the highest point in Pennsylvania.
See that?
It's fucking dumb.
Surrounded by garbage. It's great.
Always.
It's
Well,
great.
anytime I'm around, you're definitely surrounded by garbage. If I give you a hug, surrounded by garbage.
And that's why we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.